Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. So it's the 5th or 4th still of August, and pretty much the close of the day. Let you know what I got done. And I know in my last video I talked about the our new eave troughs. Here's the downspout, and it shoots this way, this way, this way, stops, and then this one shoots this way, goes all the way the length of this porch, and then shoots that way again. And I think the boys did a really good job. The paint matchup is really nice. I like that. I think it looks really good. It's hiding quite a bit of the problems I have with that wood structure up there. I have to clean all that up. Some of the wood is rotting. I have a plan for that. Like Elizabeth Warren says, I have a plan. I have a plan for that. So the day was just drop dead gorgeous, guys. Yeah, the girls were able to swim. I think the boys might have, grandkids I'm talking, and the girls, I mean my daughters. I think Kathy and all 3 daughters were in the pool area anyway. I'm pretty sure all 3 of them were swimming, so that's kind of cool. So I'm making my way back to this blackberry patch. I call it the skin fillayer. I don't, but sure it can. Had a couple of drops of rain. I think I showed you that. And the rain drops were pretty big, so they're pretty heavy laden clouds. This one's a soft one, so as I expected, extremely sweet. A hint of fermenting. I knew that one was going to sour. Oh yeah. Oh, look at these bad boys, bad girls. Look at them all. They're just beautiful. They kind of look like mulberries, but they're not. Oh man, they're so good. The really sweet ones are really good. The really sour ones are really sour. Or the sour ones are really sour. So in the wild, bears eat this in the fall. To fatten themselves up for winter. And I think even the wolves will do that. They'll gingerly grab them. I blow it. Blow bugs off. Uh-oh, I got hooked right here. No, I got loose. Got lucky. Leon Supreme, question for you. Are these edible? And if you know the name of the mushroom, let me know. So I like mushrooms. Most of them are just about ready. It's going to take one more day for them to ripe out. That one was a little bitter. All right. Oh man, there's just so many of them, guys. So many. Wow. I got a mosquito in my ear hole. Just scrumptious, people. 2 words. Scrumptious. Or 3 words. Delicious. Oh man. When they're sweet, they are so sweet. So this video is really more of a, hey, this is what I got done today. I got a little bit done. I didn't do a whole lot. I just really didn't feel like it. I took the 2 granddaughters out. They were good kids today, so I bought them. I took them to the dollar store. Okay, you can see a slight drop from this end all the way to this end, and it's really not very noticeable, so that's kind of cool. These are seamless gutters, so these roll them, and that's it. Pretty cool. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about what I did. Again, I'm waiting on the oi, that's so far down, guys. Oi, I got it. Waiting on a radiator, so I'm just doing other fill-in jobs, and one of them is this here. Kathy's gonna kill me when she gets home. She's running right now, jogging. That's 2 4x8 sheets of rock board rock, what do you want to call it? That's been sitting in the barn for like 20 years, and it was blocking this window right here. So it was 2 sheets of rock board, so I cut them up, and 2 4x8 sheets of plywood, which I sliced lengthwise, so now they're 2x8, not 4x8. And those I have to somehow get upstairs. I talked to you about that already, but so, and there was one paneling which I cut into. It was 4x8, so 48 inches by 96. 96 is divisible by 3. There's 32, so I made them 32 inches tall for Wayne's coat upstairs in the pigeon coop. I'll turn that radio down. And so everything is out of here now. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? Yeah. Oh boy. This thing here I got from JCI. It was in the dumpster. It was missing the bottom board, so I put this bottom board in. But Rick, and right now I can't think of his last name, but Rick, he was a maintenance, he was a tool room manager, and I asked him, I says, Rick, I'd really like this thing. He said, sure. So I took it home. Don't have the key, but I put the bottom shelf in there, and I had it screwed in the wall for years and years, and this is where I kept my screws, wood screws, but not nearly enough room in here. So what I'll use this for is probably for drill bits. I'll hang it someplace and use it for drill bits. Here's some of the wood that I got. This poor cat is getting his butt beat by another tomcat. But like I said in the past, tomcats and like male lions, when they meet each other and they're from different areas, or even father-son, after a while the son's got to leave, and then he hangs out with other male lions, and then they try to take over other prides, and that's basically what these domestic cats do too. So they fight, and their fight is to the death. You know, if they're lucky, they'll stay alive. I mean, we've had them where they were so just pretty much dead, but then, you know, this 9 lives thing, right? They recover. It takes them a while to, you know, heal up, but their ears will be ripped off, you know, and so that's the life of a tomcat, domestic or otherwise, and just the way it is. So all night long, he was screaming at another cat, and the other cat was screaming at him. But he's not even a year old, and he's already active. But he's skinny. Cassie's gonna take him to the doctor's office and have him check for worms. But you don't fix them, because then they lose their testosterone producing organ, and they become like women. So a wild tomcat will meet it and still recognize it as not a woman. So it'll fight that cat, and the cat without testosterone ain't got no fighting muscles. They just get fat and they get bludgeoned. So you don't ever evacuate their testosterone producing organ. So he's a good cat, but he's acting a little odd now because I think his what do you call it? Spirit is broken, definitely. So, but he likes humans yet. He likes me, but he was pretty beat up. You know, I mean, he wasn't cut up or anything, but it was pretty dramatic for him. He was acting really weird, kind of shaking his head around and acting really weird. So, what about this engine? Well, I'm still waiting for the radiator. Okay, so I really didn't do much to it. I did a little bit. I was always wondering what this hole was. So before I put this tube in here, this tube here, I was always wondering what this hole here was for. I had no idea, but somebody said it's a PVC plug. You turkey, as Toby Brooks would say, turkey. So I happened to find it in my box over there, in my spare parts box. I just kind of looked at it, and son of a gun, will you look at that? And it fits right on here. So this thing vacuums out the, the gaseous fumes out of the, I don't know what you call that thing, valve cover. But then you would think it would be on the other side too. So let's take a look. Follow me. Come with me. And the only one I see is this one here. So that must be the same thing, just fumes. So this thing has got to go into here somehow, but how, I don't know. So I did plug this thing up. This thing, you're not seeing it. I bought this little plug here, and it might have been this thing here. I wonder if it's that. I wonder. And if it is, I still have the hose for it, I bet. I really don't want to plug this thing, get rid of some of the fumes. So either goes here. I forget what this was for. I think he said it was some kind of evap for the gas, and I'd have to plug this. And I'm not using the evap thing. Whatever that is, I don't know what that means, but I don't even like the word evap. It has to do with evaporation. Evap. Come on. Who are you trying to press? Dr. Spock? That's one bad cat, man. So what Kathy said is if they were born in the fall, they remain small. If they were born in the summer or spring, they get really big because they just have a really easy infant life. You're asking me, is Kathy a vet? No, she's not a vet. She doesn't watch these videos anyway, so who cares? These videos are for me anyway. So that's what I did, guys. I kind of cleaned up. Oh, that was just a message. Brenda shared a video. I wonder what video it is. Her political stance is just like mine, and I like that when people have the same political stance as I do. Oh, by the way, I did vote today. Mail-in voting. So I dropped the whole family's ballots off. That was kind of nice. Got that done. Kathy's really good about doing stuff like that. I'm not very good at scheduling votes and all that garbage. Ow. So the kids are going to go camping for one day, Wednesday night. And I know this is expired, but it's just only around the corner. I can't even tell you that. Well, actually what I'll tell you is what would be really neat if I could use that thing. Use that thing, this van, as my camper. And all I do is just throw a mattress in here from one of the beds in the basement and just stick it in here and load it up. Throw a cable in here and suck the electricity from somebody else's campsite, and I can use my breather, and it would be the sweetest thing in the world. And I mentioned that to the grandkids, and they're all excited about it. So I maybe shouldn't have said it because they might be expecting it. So, all right. So, what time is it right now? 8:12 p.m. So I did clean the stalls. I did put hay in, and a little. I don't think I needed to put any sawdust in. So, problem I had. Oh, Kathy just got home. It's cool. See, that window's open now. I can see out the window. See that? How sweet is that? That window I can see through now. Just saw her pull in and walk to the house. Of course, I forgot what I was going to say. Shoot. I hate that when that happens. So anyway, I did what I intended on doing, so I feel pretty good about that. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I stayed up way too late last night, just watching some show. And I have to sneeze, guys. Most of the things that I really like to watch is just human behaviors. You know, when they don't have proper guidance. You know, like cops. It's called PD Live, Police Department Live, and it just shows how they live their lives. A lot of drugs, a lot of alcohol, a lot of thievery, stolen cars all day long, driving without licenses and insurance. None of them, you know, when I say none, 99% of them don't, you know, they hey, you got proof of insurance and registration? No. Why'd you stop me? Well, we checked your license plate and the number is coming up stolen, as a stolen car. You know, so I'm just always curious how people behave. And same thing with the drugs. You know, you wonder why do they continue to use the drugs till they die? I mean, they die from it, either murder or overdose. I know why, but it's really sad situation. You know, so I like watching shows like that. They're realistic shows. And of course, nature shows. There's a lot of pretty cool animals out there. And blah, 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 blah. Hey, you know, this is just a video log of my day. So chill. I'm retired. Yeah, I like sitting here because then I can look at my nice lift here. I put that thing in all by myself. I got videos. I got to put them on YouTube yet. But I shimmied them in place, leveled them, nailed them into the ground, put the arms in, yada, yada, yada. Electrified it with Dirk's help. I'm not an electrician. It's a 220 motor right there with a pump. Raised it up and down. And it was all scratched up. This pole. It looked really bad, you know. So I took a sample color and I took it to Home Depot. Excuse me. And young lady. Ooh, what was that? I hope that wasn't a tick. Kind of looked like a tick, but tick wouldn't have dropped off that easily. Well, they got to eat too. They have to eat too. And she mixed it up and took it home and painted it. And when you first apply the paint, it looks lighter. So it got dry, and I can't even tell the difference. It's beautiful. Check that out. Looks like a brand new pole, which it was, except it was all scratched up. So I painted it up. Looks like a brand new pole. So I'm pumped. What else? Nothing else crazy going on. So I'm just going to close up shop. Again, it's probably 8:30 now. I can't remember what. I think I said it was like 8:12 when I first started this dumb video. 8:17. So we'll call this a wrap. I'll post this on YouTube and then link you to it on Facebook. I don't know what all this other stuff is, like Twitter and MySpace, and I can't think of the other ones. There's a bunch of them, like 3 or 4 of them. I don't know how to use none of those things. I'm surprised I figured out Facebook. So yeah, I didn't get my sleep at all last night, and I still got up really early because, you know, somebody told me, a wise man told me one time. He said, if you stay up late, you get up late. It's just the hours that you're awake. But the problem is, I love mornings. I've always loved mornings. I used to get out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, head to work at 4, and then kind of mill around town, go to the parks till about 5:30, then I go to work. And worked out really good because I could hang out with the third shifters, first shifters, and the second shifters. So I get to hang out with every one of the teams. I think it was a good idea. I don't think my boss liked it, but too bad, so sad. He didn't really say anything negative about it, but I thought it was an awesome, because I was there for the whole first shift to hang out with the first shift team. So that's why, you know, I like mornings. I've always loved mornings. I love mornings. Always have. And it's quiet, you know. No, you don't wail on a piece of steel or